Hi, y'all. Welcome back to Life According to Squirrel. Have you ever tried to modify a behavior within yourself, a habit? Stop a habit or try not to do something so much? Or me is my mouth. I have a very foul mouth, and it's something that it's always been in the back of my mind that it's not appropriate and it's unnecessary. But I also don't think that adult language is bad. So because I don't think it's bad at all. I just think that they're words and they're expressive, and sometimes they are the best word to express whatever feeling you're having. I don't feel that they are bad words. There are many other words that I think are bad. And the adult language is just, they're not the words that I think are bad. So, but I am trying to go ahead and modify that behavior because it's just not socially acceptable and it's unnecessary. So, and it's just, let's face it, it's not ladylike at all. So if I'm really close with somebody or I'm together with my girlfriends, and yeah, the filter comes off completely. They know me for me, they love me for me, and they don't ever ask me to change or be somebody that I am not. And somebody that I am not is somebody that just sweetly smiles and never curses, because I curse a lot. And that's part of who I am. And I'm okay with who I am because it's taken me a long time to like who I am. So I've accepted that in myself. However, I also accept that it doesn't sound good coming out of anybody's mouth. Adult language doesn't sound pretty coming out of an adult's mouth, let alone a child's. And oftentimes our language is affecting children. So yeah, we should probably not do that. So I'm trying very, very hard to modify that behavior, and a couple of other little tiny quirks that I have because I have OCD. I fidget my nails a lot, and I don't pick. I have pretty nails, but I tend to mess my cuticles up pretty bad. And so that's one of the behaviors I'm trying to stop, and it's not so easy without medication, and I refuse the medication. Therefore, ta-da, I have to figure it out on my own. It's really hard. But I know that I need to do it. And I think that once you are consciously aware that you want to modify a behavior, it makes it just a little bit easier to do so. I've also quit smoking cannabis on a daily basis because my mind is strong enough and I don't need it anymore. I was using it to get through a lot of stuff I was going through in my life and to deal with some pain issues. And I have started exercising to strengthen my muscles so that the pain isn't so bad, so I don't need the cannabis. I still support it. I think it's a great gift from God, and that if you need it, take it, but take it correctly. If you're going to take it as a medication, then you should have a medical card, and you should be taking the proper type as a medication for whatever it is that ails you. I do believe that. I believe that if you are just a pothead and you like to smoke weed, enjoy it. Have a good time. But you don't need it. Your mind is strong enough. So I modified those little behaviors. But my adult language is definitely something that I'm trying to do. It's really, really difficult. Have you ever tried to modify a behavior? First of all, I suggest only doing it because you want to, not because somebody else is telling you you have to. Because if somebody's telling you that you have to do something and change who you are, that's a terrible reason to change. And you will be bitter at them, angry, and you will revert right back to where you started, and it'll probably make it worse. So do it for you. Always do things for yourself. If you're trying to change you, do it for you. Don't do it for other people. That's number one. But do it. Do it, because growing as a person and changing your behaviors and your habits is a good thing. It shows the world that you respect it and you respect other people, and I think that we should respect other people. I do find myself out in public, and since I have no filter and I think bad words are not bad, I curse in front of other people's kids because they're not mine. And I figure I've been to elementary schools. I've been to junior highs and I've been to high schools. And those children that you all are trying to protect their precious little ears have way worse mouths than I do. And I'm foul. So I figured they're going to hear it, and at least they can learn to use it in the proper context, and then they don't sound ignorant. But it is inappropriate, and it's probably not the best role model, but I've never claimed to be a good role model for anybody's child, let alone my own. So if you have to modify a behavior, do it for yourself. Consciously bring it to the front of your mind every time you do it. Tell yourself, think before you speak. Tell yourself, okay, you can do this. Your mind is strong enough. We've got this. We don't need that. And you can change any behavior, and any habit that you do for 10 days becomes the way you are. Like, I really believe that if you do something for 10 days consistently, it becomes a habit. So if you can start doing something it's negative behavior for 10 days, then you can stop it in 10 days too. So take the 10-day challenge and modify something about yourself that isn't the best quality, but you can make it better. Like, I'm not saying people are bad, but I always want to grow as a person and be a better person today than I was tomorrow. So challenge yourself to change your bad behaviors. Let me know what some of yours are that you've struggled with. For me, cursing is the hardest one. I don't believe in using other words to replace words because it's an insult to a word. So I have to completely stop using the words, which makes it even more difficult because I won't say like frickin'. That to me is it's like putting needles under my fingernails. Just say the word, or just refrain from it altogether. So I'm trying to refrain. Wish me luck. Thanks y'all for watching, and let me know what your behavior modification challenges have been, and anything that you can tell me that might help me overcome mine. Thanks y'all. Have a great day.